Good morning, this is Mike Houston with your Thursday morning weather hazard briefing for southeast Idaho. Looking at satellite imagery this morning, we see a deep low pressure system making its way towards the southwest Canadian coast. A fairly stiff and moist southwest flow beginning to spread in across Oregon towards Idaho. Looking at our forecast charts for this afternoon, that low pressure system begins to spread into southwest Canada through the day. We are expecting to see some fairly strong thunderstorm activity here across southeast Idaho, out ahead of a developing cold front here across Oregon and central Idaho. So potentially severe thunderstorms here across southeast Idaho and breezy conditions this afternoon. Temperatures fairly mild and near normal for this time of year, with highs in the 70s here in the Snake River Plain and upper 60s to mid 70s in the Central Mountains, and generally in the 70s to lower 80s here in the Southeast Highlands. Advancing to Friday, that low pressure system spreading east through southern Canada. We see precipitation throughout the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands, with snow levels dropping to about 6,000 feet Friday afternoon. So beginning to pick up some snow accumulations here across the upper elevations. As well, we will see some fairly strong west winds spreading through the Snake River Plain through the day and continuing into the evening hours. We may begin to see some highlights with that, either a lake wind advisory for American Falls or maybe even a wind advisory out across the Arco Desert. A little too early for that one yet, but we'll expect to see that coming in either today or tonight with the next round of forecasts. Looking at the forecast charts now for Saturday, that low pressure system now lifting off into central Canada. Conditions beginning to ease here across southeast Idaho, particularly the winds may be breezy in the afternoon on Saturday, but certainly not as strong as they will be on Friday. Some lingering showers here along the Montana-Wyoming borders in the afternoon hours. And temperatures fairly cool for this time of year. Looking at highs generally running in the mid-50s to mid-60s here in the Snake River Plain, and squarely in the upper 40s and 50s here in the Central Mountains and Southeast Highlands. So, as I said, fairly cold. Advancing to Sunday, we begin to see a ridge developing along the west coast. That'll spread inland across Idaho through the middle of the week, with warming temperatures through the week. But we have to get through Sunday morning, where we might see due to the drier conditions here, we might see record low temperatures across the region. So not a time to pull the walls of water off your tomatoes. You might want to make sure you have your blankets and such ready to cover up any of your garden that you want to hold on to for Sunday morning. And here we are looking at those temperatures. We have widespread 30s here throughout the Snake River Plain, and teens and 20s in the Central Mountains, and generally 20s, lower 30s here across the Southeast Highlands. So unseasonably cold temperatures for sure, and potentially record cold temperatures Sunday morning. Once again, our hazards for today, we're looking at a slight risk of severe thunderstorms here throughout southeast Idaho. We also have a flood warning continuing for the Big Wood at Haley. We've also issued a flood advisory for the Little Wood above Mackey Reservoir, where near bankful conditions are expected to continue for the next day or two. That's all we had here for you this morning. Lots of weather going on over the next several days, so continue to check in to make sure that you stay abreast of changing conditions. If you had any questions or comments, you can go ahead and give us a call here at the number on the screen. Thank you.